What's up? This is the professor. Today I'm going to talk about education and how the education system is kind of lagging behind, and even universities, especially in the West, are getting overpriced, even maybe in Africa as well. The overpricing of universities is just because the governments, especially in the West, they made people can get loans easily like this, and so people can now go to, and almost anyone can go to uni, and so the price just goes up, and people are more, oh, it's high because of the quality of education, this. No, in the past, the same education for the same amount of money, just almost the same syllabus, nothing has changed. So education has to grow with time. It has to be remodeled and not just in the past getting a high mark and getting a high standard, getting this mark and having this diploma degree or PhD and all that, like you with a high mark, whatever, you are now the top person. But that's not, life is not just about getting marks and passing and sitting by yourself on a desk, sitting on yourself on a chair by yourself and doing your test and passing in a high mark. I've done that in the past, being the top of the class here, there, skip classes. We have all done it. And those who are unfortunate, who may not have been good in that area of passing with, in tests and all that, they think they are less, but we're all equal. Because other people are good in just passing using that. People are good in the practical writing tests and all that, but other people are good in business, creating their own business from scratch, just researching on their own, Others are good studying online, others are good studying in school, but other people in school think they're better than people online, but online also people have mastered their art. It doesn't matter how you study, it's about you. I went to this university, I'm great. No, but it's all about you. We have to start thinking of who we are, like what can we contribute, what makes us special is our talent and gifts, not where we started or this or that, but we have to be our human spirit, our opening of our mind, our human spirit and soul makes us special as human beings. It's where we started or this or that. It's deeper than that, and we have to see our special talents and gifts are not, some people are good at passing the test and getting that A and A plus and value even certificates, diplomas, little qualifications can get you jobs and you work yourself up. People are just valuing degrees and PhDs. But if you get a degree and PhD and all that, you shouldn't be ashamed to get a diploma certificate in a hobby you like, right? If you lose a job in your degree and a PhD job, you still have something professional to fall back on. You still have a diploma. I prefer to do diplomas only because certificates is a bit low for me, but some people may do Cert 4, I was speaking to this guy of recruitment. He was like, even if you do degree, PhD and all that without experience, you have to start here and work yourself up. So he was saying even if with Cert 4, someone can work their way up and go as high they could. And now you have experience, you can study more on top. So that's why I like to do a diploma. If the course there's jobs in it, I may study more or progress and get. So you have to put your best and work. And in the education system today, the kids should be taught how to operate from a higher dimension. How to access that information from the ethers and become masters, learn mastery. If you think PhD is the end of education, then you're lost. Because how about beyond that? How about the people who created PhD and the education system? What mindset were they on? Learning more about the subconscious mind and briefly about that, and understanding that life and the mind is just beyond education and remembering things. Opening your mind and, as I said, operating from a higher dimensions. The different layers of information you can tap into. The kids should be taught how to tap into different layers of information, how to channel that to get fresh new ideas to improve the education system itself. And plus, because the more you learn, the more you can channel information, the more you know about how the human body works, and the more connection you have to everything, the more you can do everything better, and those are the mastery and everything, So the education system should be beyond just remembering things, and should be practicals, should be a lot of work experience, a lot of, it has to be more like a stimulated work environment, and kids should be taught how to operate from a different dimension, fourth and fifth dimensions, sixth dimension. And so fourth, fifth, sixth dimensions, and that's just beyond a PhD, not just learning, remembering things, and now that's why 50 Cent said, that's why 50 Cent was interviewed and he was like, I can go to a meeting, I have no papers, but the kids I'm talking to don't have experience, they're not a millionaire, I mean, have the confidence that he was saying he had to work on his own energy, and I can tell that opens his mind, he's in a different dimension, he has broken through it, you're assessing information from a different level, and he's not intimidated by some kid from Harvard that hasn't had experience. Of course, in Harvard, the higher schools, you get people from who are really doing their own businesses coming together, and also to get into some schools like in Harvard, in business and other areas, has to be people who have experience. So experience has to be valued, talents, skills, entrepreneurship, and the kids should not be taught to be sheep, just to come from school and become workers, but they should be taught to be lions and not sheep leaders, people that can lead themselves, research on their own, guide themselves, and improve the future and make it better for all of us. And so we should the school system should bring more leaders than sheep. Of course, some people want to be sheep, some want to be leaders, but people should be taught both, and then they choose for themselves, but not where everything is withheld and the system is kept in a way that keeps everybody as sheep, that they don't see their full potential. So the education system should open people's mind to see the full potential. Like growing up, studying more than 15 subjects, I was able to see what I can do, and talents and different skills. Like you see, you have entertainers, you have entrepreneurs, workers, doctors, and people should learn to be self-sufficient and think for themselves, and that should be encouraged. And some may be getting D's and all that, but double D's, but some may be getting double D's, like one of F, and there's a story of this guy who had all these books and he didn't borrow anyone, and because that time he was in a camp and people didn't have money to buy books, but those people were able to do research on their own and pass better than him. So he failed. He got an F, he got a G, F, like food, like FOOD, and everyone was laughing. He's like, we're not the people in city of Kampala. He was given an excuse that he's living in a village, that's why he failed. Maybe if he had worked with other people, not. So you're just programmed like this education system where you just read for yourself and pass. But if you had worked with the other students, and just like the workplace, you have to work with other people, and when you, not like in a test, you cannot ask for help, right? But in a workplace, you have to ask for help so to prevent you from making big mistakes. I've worked in different places like oil plants and this, and whether you work in an office and this, you have to work with other people. It has to be collaborative, and that's why I like online study. You do your own research, this and that, and all that. And so online study is going to make universities' fees to drop in the future. It's going to drop it, just like how the internet and Facebook, just like Facebook and internet and YouTube has made TV ratings to drop, and they allow now the TVs cannot charge as much for advertisement. It's the same way how the universities in the future will not be able to charge as much for fees when online education is now grown and more advanced and all that. And not just online, but we have to create more better structures, and more, even in class, it has to be more interactive, and we have to advance and make it more modern and grow. Like, look at how technology, the phones, the iPhones, this is how they have grown. But the education system, like I went to uni and I was there like a couple of months. I haven't left because it's just like being in high school. You have the freedom to move here and there, but I was doing computer and network security, but I've done project management online and finished it. But when I was in uni, I couldn't really sit. We're all different. When I was young, I was really good in writing tests and all that, passing, getting 100% this and that, and I was really good, So I'm not saying it because I'm a dumb person, we all, of course, everybody. I'm not bragging or anything. we have all had that time when we were doing well and whatever. I remember as a kid, these kids were doing well in class in the village, and we were good in business. We used to make a lot of money, and they used to be in class and just study, but we made a lot of money, and we were borrowing money to our teachers. We had a lot of money. We were making a lot of money, and these kids were just studying, but we knew business. We are making the real money before borrowing money to teachers, and we sold everything, And, Uganda, there's a lot of freedom, and I remember I asked one of these my friend's sister, like she went to Uganda and she turned 18 in Australia, and I asked what's the difference. Is like she was like, there's too much freedom, Growing up in Uganda, you're young, but they start teaching you to be an adult, to learn, and they prepare you very early, and to do business, this, that, So even the kids now are learning things online, So the kids are gonna be so bright that when they go to uni and they say, we have to do this for 4 years, they're like, what? It's gonna be like, there's gonna be a conflict, They're just gonna go to online study and do it in a couple of months or 1 or 2 years. So courses that will take like 4 years will be done in 18 months, 22 months, 2 years and a half, 2 years. Courses that were long. The university may even make them long, the courses longer. Universities are very tricky. They can make courses just longer just to make more money. University is now a business. People don't know it. I go to this uni, I'm paying this money. Oh, it should be great education, but they're playing games. They're just making things expensive for no reason. And people, even some courses, they don't inform people that there's less jobs in it. They say, every course you're gonna get a job and this. But with this unstable economy, we have to appreciate our talents. Work on, if you're good in business, entrepreneurship, and develop your talents. You don't know what will work out, but not just work and study, but school has to be balanced with leisure. Like the kids have to be taught to appreciate nature, and these, places like Denmark, kids go outside and play. Like in the village, you go out and play with this and that. It's more balanced, people appreciate nature, not just in the class and this, and go outside, you play and this, and other activities, sports and this. So when talents are also valued, talents in other areas, not just, like the top jobs, of course, people say in the past, of course, doctors, engineers, like once being on top of the class, and people are like, teachers always tell you, when you pass and you're on top of your class, teachers are like, you should be a doctor or engineer and all that. But now there's a lot of new courses coming up. You have to research for yourself where the jobs are. And when you don't get a job now in this course, you have done a course, a degree, there's no job in it, you do another course, maybe do a diploma, which is quick, get a job, and do another one. If instead of just people spending their time only on Facebook and this, you use that time to study some course, certificate, diploma, which are easy to get. Just pile them there, and you can upgrade. If the course is good and there are jobs, you can upgrade to degree, PhD. And so these days there's no guarantees. It's someone like Usain Bolt just thought I had to, like I said, my example is Usain Bolt. If he just wanted to just think of getting an A is his way forward. If he discovered he could run. Now they say he's the best Olympian ever, like the fastest man on the planet, Michael Phelps, swimmer, yes, the Tiger Woods and this. I mean, they discovered their talents, and they did great in it. Those are also entrepreneurs. Their personalities, and even celebrities are entrepreneurs. Is their personality that, comedians and whatever it is, and even if you can study and pass and get a job and having a work and also be able to go out to nature and having that balance. Because, work without balance, without taking care of ourselves, and these people break down. Study without balance, people break down, so when just going to nature is also appreciated as the same as going to class. When developing our talents is appreciated same as being a doctor. When everything, seeing the equality in everything and the connection, and you don't know what is going to work out in this environment, of course, and not putting in this economy now, the economy is never going to be the same. After the global crisis, it's never going to be the same like in the past, like in the time of back in the day where people could just get a job, because there's also population increase as well, so it's not going to be the same like before, where you just study one course and have all guarantee for the rest of your life, working one job for 40 years. You don't know what's going to happen. So you got to back yourself up. You did 1 degree, diploma, PhD, whatever it is. You have to do something, some small course or whatever it is, and whatever talent you have, some extra diploma on the side, whatever short course on the side, if you can do it in as you work, and if you can do a degree or whatever it is, if you're faster in learning, if you're not that fast, I like to do more faster courses online. Diplomas are now 6 months, you have another diploma. You can pile up a diploma every year. Like I was speaking to my brother, you can have diplomas every year, like 6 months in different areas, and you can use that, even develop, studying like that, you study online to even study your own business and entrepreneurship. And when entrepreneurship is also valued the same way as in Africa, people have to be more like, I'm from Uganda, which is like top in entrepreneurship. Once it was like on top, there's a lot of more entrepreneurs. So like in Uganda, there's over 83, 86%, I know 85% in unemployment. So entrepreneurship is easy to start a business, right? So people are more study, but they forget about to see the opportunities in entrepreneurship. And it's easier if you have a bit of money to buy a land and a house and put a house for rent. If you are not good in business, if you're good in business, you can put a shop and make money. So people don't see that opportunity, right? So there's countries where it's easy to do business and buy a land, have a house, if you have that opportunity to have that money. And it's like in the West, people have to focus on doing a lot. Entrepreneurship is there, and people have to also do a lot of courses in different areas so that they can get a job here. If you lose a job here, you can have this. You have this diploma. If you lose a job here, you have this degree. I like to do more diplomas. If one person has 4 diplomas, right, and one person has 1 degree in one area, but I have 4 diplomas in different areas, who has more opportunities? Like I was speaking to one guy one day. He was one of the commissioner in my tribe in South Sudan, and he was like, the guy with the 4 diplomas has more opportunities than the one with 1 degree, right? When I apply for jobs, my phone rings like crazy, so and other people are struggling to look for a job. So when you spot opportunities, a course you like in an area you love, do a small diploma in it, certificate for, and whatever, according to how you learn, if I can do this, just go out. And there's nothing wrong, if you can go to that PhD, you can go to that degree, you can go study as high as you can, but at the same time not putting your eggs in one basket. That if I just study this one thing and you forget about the other smaller, whether it's the high certificate. The one guy was saying the people with the PhD and people at the low, people with the certificate 4 and the tradies and the diplomas, they may have more opportunities because they can have a lot of them. They can have 2, 3 certificates, 2, 3, 4 diplomas, compared to someone with just 1 degree. They're the one who are like overworked and this and that. So because he has a degree too, so he was advising me. So degrees are not as valuable like before. So you have to have more experience. You have to expand. You have to. The economy now is uncertain. Like the economy is uncertain, but the economy is uncertain. The economy is uncertain, but the education system is the same. So people have to open their mind and do research. Is this job having a lot of jobs here and there? If I have a talent and I'm a good entrepreneur, you have to go for it. If you're good at something, go for it. And I like to study. Every year I want to do it. Like I was speaking to my brother, I want to do a diploma every year. I started. I've done project management here and a couple of courses here and there, and I like security. I did some course in it, and whatever it is, just anything that you're good at. And it's all about the money, man. It's like I'm not chasing titles anymore. Just study where I love the job and I'm gonna make money from it, not the title. And I'm happy. Some people study and become doctors and they are not happy. Some study and have made engineers who are not happy. They want to do business. Just do what is gonna make you happy. And because whatever you do, you're gonna do it for a long time. When you study courses that you love and make you happy, and you have research that they're in demand, then you have a better chance. But some people just focus only on jobs, but they forget about their talent, their gifts, this. You may be a good entrepreneur. Start building your business here and there. Learn from other entrepreneurs. surround yourself with like-minded people and grow, and not just the education system where it's just all about doing a test by yourself and pass. No, life is not like that, and in the workplace you will have to work with a lot of people, that's why people will just study all the way and finish, and when they go to the workplace and the real world, and it's tough. So you gotta experience is very important, and learning to work with people and learning to network and find the right people that encourage you, to take you forward, and get away from destructive behaviors and bad habits, people who drag you down, who put you down, but surround yourself with people who give you constructive criticism, people who are going ahead of you and who are challenging you, and who, when you see someone successful, don't just try to drag them down and be negative. That you will be a failure, but instead learn from them and, learn from mentors, go online, if you don't have mentors physically, if you cannot find mentors in your area, YouTube, and on YouTube you can find mentors, and whatever course you're studying, if you have problems, now if you have problem with your studies, you just go on YouTube and you find school people teaching on different topics in different courses, So find like-minded people on YouTube, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or whether it's online, and learn from them. There's no difference with face-to-face or it's online. Thanks for watching Professor 160. I'm out.